mates, bloody hell!
So, Rocksteady decided to launch the brand new Joker DLC that we all saw was coming, and the first season of the Battle Pass of this supposed to be free game that we're eventually going to be getting with this whole Battle Pass thing now with the Joker. However, it really wasn't free, because it got even worse by that matter. We actually had to level this guy up to level 36 to actually get anything from him, and this is just about the worst reason why. This is the only worst thing. But no, there's also other things too. To be honest, in the first place, I really don't understand why we have another Joker. I know they're trying to like take it away from the first Joker that obviously died, the real Joker, but this Joker just seems like an absolute dumbass. He does some of the worst things I've ever seen in any types of video game, especially as an add-on or a DLC, and I just don't think there was any need for this Joker whatsoever. I mean, we already had a great Joker in the Arkham series, and they decided to just fuck up with this guy by making really weird sexual jokes for whatever reason, and just put him quite blankly being an absolute ass, which I just don't understand why the hell they would do it. Now, this Joker does have a lot of good moments that I think Mark Hamill's Joker kind of missed out on. Yes, he is a little bit more quippy, a lot like how Spider-Man is in his kind of universe. And I think like the way they actually portrayed this kind of type of version of the character, I think it's a very unique, fresh take on it. And for some reason I kind of liked him in some ways, but he was also just very annoying in others, which you could probably relate to if you actually went ahead and played some of the DLC on this game, because honestly it doesn't make the game any better than it actually was. I mean, not gonna lie, I was one of the people that actually really enjoyed the first Suicide Squad story, and don't get me wrong, I mean, it had its very bad plot holes and it wasn't the best story mode ever. But I think this game definitely needs a bit of a facelift, something to bring the fans back instead of just giving us some make-believe wannabe Joker. I mean, I heard they're trying to turn Brainiac into Superman for the next season, which makes absolutely no sense. I don't know why the fuck they would do that. I'd much rather get a Superman game altogether rather than just making this next one a whole Superman related theme. But honestly, if they start adding more characters like this in the future DLCs, like the future seasons, I mean, I don't think anyone's really going to be excited. If this is the kind of hype that we get for this type of character, especially the Joker, I mean, the Joker 2 movie will probably have a bigger fan base than this whole game's DLC combined. But honestly, if they actually try and do it a little bit better, I mean, they could actually get some fans back if they actually did more of the seasons and actually applied to what the fans actually want, other than just giving us absolute garbage. And another thing they actually did very lazily was just not give us any new unique locations. They either just gave us the same Brainiac boss fight that we saw at the end of the finale of the first Suicide Squad story, and they decided to just repaint it with Joker-isms all over it and said, fuck you, here's some new content, but it's actually not new content because we just repainted it in Joker. So yeah, that made no sense whatsoever. What the fuck are you thinking? This version of the character's whole combat system is very similar to the rest of the squad members, and it doesn't really add in anything new apart from the really cool animation and the transition effect. But apart from that, it's basically the same guns, it's basically just the same kind of ways of looking at how Joker would attack someone with the guns and the Joker gas or whatever. It's just very, very fucking odd. I don't understand why they decided to just not make him unique and give him some, because after all, this was a DLC. And to my knowledge, it was free, so I'm like, what the fuck were they trying to think about doing this kind of game with this iconic character who they really don't know much about because the developers are up their own ass with this game. And you can probably guess the kind of enemy layout for this whole gameplay aspect, but let me just break it down for you one more time. Shoot a shotgun, kill these guys, traversal over to the next objective, kill a helicopter, shoot the helicopter, destroy it completely, go to the objective, use the glider to traverse over to the next objective, go to the story mission, do this mission, play this game, we want your money. And also, can we just talk about when we first see the Joker interact with Amanda Waller? Why the fuck does he pull out the fucking revolver and shoot multiple guards like he's about to kill the whole fucking nation? Like, he's supposed to be helping these guys, not fucking trying to kill them all and trying to fucking make their life worse. What the fuck was that all about, man? I actually think they tried to make Joker the worst squad member you could actually possibly play as in this game. Like, God knows who they're going to add next, but like, I genuinely do not want to know if this is the standard they're getting with. It's as if they were trying to mix Jack Nicholson's Joker with Barry Keoghan's design and actually just made one of the most dumbest Jokers we've ever seen. I know to self the costume looks absolutely hideous. I don't know what the hell that character's design is, but honestly, you gotta fix that fucking suit. The thing that absolutely cracks me up the most about this whole thing is that the developers actually were trying to make us want this DLC so bad that they actually started making things that actually were thinking were going to actually make us want to play this a lot more. Like, just check out some of this stuff.
This new version of the Joker will join your fight with his unique combat, traversal and weaponry.
His traversal is all based around a rocket-powered umbrella, which he can blast himself into the air and then uses that to glide around, and then he can actually flip that down to grind along buildings, knocking enemies out of the way.
And the kind of frantic vertical and horizontal energy that he has means you've always got to be moving and always attacking the enemies.
The Joker is only the first of the new squad recruits you could meet through the ongoing additions to our game.
Over time, we can build up a library of characters that DC fans might not have expected to see in a video game, like a regular comic book release. I look forward to when the next issue's coming out, and in the same way, I hope people will look forward to the next episode from us.
Now, I gotta hand it to the developers. I think they actually did do a good job of selling us a little bit, but at the end of the day, they're just blabbing on about the same things that we've saw from the last 4 characters and just making it out like to be something that we've not even seen before. Like, oh shit, it's Joker, we've not seen this guy before. I mean, we've played as Joker in the past. I think we actually know what Joker can do and what he can't do. And I gotta be honest with you, I actually had more fun playing as Lego Joker back in my childhood in Lego Batman 2 than I did this whole game and the same repetitive gameplay that we've seen on end from this game. So, you know, that just tells you everything. One thing I do not understand about this game, and it doesn't really make much sense with the plot, as well as Joker being in contact with Brainiac at the start of the game, as we see through the stop motion shitty ass cutscenes, which is extremely lazy in my opinion. We actually did see him with Brainiac, but it begs the question, why the hell wasn't he turned evil? I mean, yes, you can say the Joker is evil already, but I mean, why not make him extra evil and put him up against the Suicide Squad? I think that would have been a much better DLC rather than actually putting him as a playable character and making him an anti-hero. Yes, we've had other heroes that became anti-heroes, or villains, sorry. But, I mean, that just makes no sense. The Joker's supposed to be evil, but why not just make him extra evil? It doesn't make any sense why he came in contact with Brainiac and he did fuck all about it, essentially. Which, I don't understand that. It just makes no sense whatsoever. But, I mean, there are the underlying problems with this game that I could go over, but I'll be here all day. But in summary, the Joker DLC is just a mashup of all the things we hated in the first time when this game released and just mashed it all over again and made it extra boring. End of story. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this very depressing video. If you have liked to this video, make sure to go ahead and give it a like. Let me know what you guys think of this Joker DLC. I think we all have the same opinion at this point, and obviously this game is extremely disappointing, but being one of the ones that actually enjoyed this campaign, I thought they were going to go into this with higher expectations, but I guess we were all disappointed once again by Rocksteady. And honestly, if Rocksteady doesn't get their shit together and actually give us something that the fans are actually willing to pay for, I mean, let alone try and be free and just make it like, oh yeah, we don't care about money, when it literally all is about money. I mean, just don't give us anything anyway, and we may as well just go on to make like a Superman game or a Justice League game. I think that game would have been excelled a lot higher than what we actually got with this game. So honestly, let me know down below your guys' thoughts and leave your little rants down below in the comments section. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.